Hey guys, what's going on? Mr. BBK6 here. We're doing a different video. It's grooming tips, to keep for men and more. So, just trying to keep that body looking good and hair looking good, nails looking good, ears looking good, things like that. So I'm gonna go over it with you. So this is the first thing I like to do before I do anything is my hair first. Usually I wash my face then and do my hair first, but since that last video we kind of already did the facial things to keep your face good and all that and healthy, we're gonna do the hair first. So let's get it. So yeah, I usually brush my hair first, make sure I look good for work as well as outings. So if I'm going somewhere or just going to the grocery store or like the movie theater, things like that, I'll make sure I put this gel on there, move it around. And I just brush. My hair is kind of like mixed because I'm mixed, so I have like more European and black to me. So I usually brush my hair back or I do it forward anyway, kind of. I kind of push it around or brush it around side to side like this. Make sure it looks kind of like corporate, if you've seen like a corporate people and stuff like that, business guys, push your hair to brush back, or it'll have like curliness or something like that. But I kind of have like multiple styles with my hair, so I always brush it like this, all around. But even if I'm just going outside, I always try to keep it good. If I'm just going to take out the trash or whatever, I always try to keep it decent, Because when you're out, that's your best bet. I mean, some people don't like brushing their hair, that's on them. But I prefer brushing mine, because I know everything is a appearance, things like that. You never know who's going to show up to. It's a small world out here. So, yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Brush it around. Then my next step, I usually mess with my ears, because I already did my face already. So the ears is the next step. I make sure my ears is good to go. Yeah. That's the number one thing when people are looking around you and stuff like that, or they're taking pictures or doing side pictures, you want to make sure your ears is clean. That's because, no one wants no messy ear, you know what I mean? That's all appearance, if you're with someone or a guy, or like a friend or something like that, or you're hanging out with a whole bunch of people, you want to make sure your ears look good. Because that was my thing as a kid. I used to see people with like nasty ears, and that stuff always really like got to me. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, I know you guys have like Q, so this stuff is cheap, you know what I mean? But yeah, I try to get that knocked out every single day. So when people look around or they see you, it's all appearance, you know what I mean? If they see you on the side, they're like, man, this guy needs to like step it up. So, especially in the modeling world, no one wants to see that. They want to make sure everything look good. Nails, everything, beard, trim, stuff like that. Which that's the thing I did skip because I'm trying to like let it grow out a little bit just to take a break from shaving because I would get all these crazy bumps. So we're skipping that. But the ears, the hair so far. Next step is deodorant. Make sure you got deodorant on because no one also smell that nasty hits. Come on now. So the next step is deodorant. Get that going. Or if you have body spray, because there's body spray now it's saying that it's good for your armpits, things like that. But yeah, we put that deodorant on. Shout out to Degree, 48 hours. Or you can get, your favorite brand. As long as your armpits aren't allergic to the smells, because I'm allergic to, I found that my armpits is allergic to the cologne smells on the deodorant. Like Axe Blue, stuff like that. I'm gonna look because I remember in middle school I started getting rashes on my armpits, so now I only can have powder deodorant now. Yep. So that's the next step. We got deodorant. Make sure your ears are clean, hair is good. That's 3 steps right there. Next is make sure your teeth is good to go, man. Because you don't want no messy teeth, you know what I mean? Make sure your teeth is clean, gums is good, things like that. So this is the next step right here. I always floss before I brush because, I want to make sure my teeth look decent. You know what I mean? So I don't have no food or chicken stuck in between my teeth. Alright, flossing. Alright, in between those gums. I always start on the top of my teeth, then I do the bottom. Alright. Alright. Yeah, you can see a lot of stuff coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not up to date every day on flossing. Especially when, I'm tired and stuff, but I try to tell my brain to remember, things like that. But yeah, that was the fourth step, flossing. Hair, first step, ears, deodorant. Now we're flossing. All right, the fifth step would be, now they're saying the best thing to do is mouthwash, then brush your teeth. So we're gonna mouthwash first, then brush. But yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys also have hydrogen peroxide, that stuff also works as well, because it cleans out the back of the root of your gum, because that's where the breath and the stinky smell comes from, your back of your gums. So if you guys gargle hydrogen peroxide, then mouthwash, it actually cleans all the germs out. Which that's what I need to get on my to-do list. I put on my list is hydrogen peroxide, because I don't have any at the moment. But I'll usually try to gargle for a while with mouthwash, and gargle with hydrogen peroxide, because it cleans out everything. All that buildup that's in the back of your gums. When you open your mouth, you see that little gum part. Yeah. So that's usually what you want to do. But at least you gargle with mouthwash for at least like 20 seconds to 30, just to let everything good, or longer. So if I ate like onions or something, which I don't mess with those anymore, I would gargle for a longer time, because onions is, it cleans out stuff, but it's bad for the breath. So. Mhm. Yeah, horrible. And then if you guys have time during the day, say if you're working at home, you could always brush your teeth 3 times a day, because that's what they say. That's good for your teeth to at least get brushed 3 times a day, because you think about it, during the day you're eating like a whole bunch of food. So it's always nice to make afternoon trick to brush your teeth in the morning and nighttime. But if you're not home in the afternoon, then that is what it is. You gotta do it later. But I remember as a kid, we would always brush our teeth like at least 3 times a day, just to keep the germs away, things like that. Because we'd always be eating like different foods all day. Like lunchtime, dinner time, or we'll have like a snack, so it just makes sense to brush it a little longer. You know what I mean? But if you guys don't have time, then it is what it is. And like even with me, I work my nighttime, so I have the afternoon and I have the morning to brush my teeth before I leave. So I try to make time for that. But yeah, that was like our fifth step. It was or sixth. I think it was my sixth. I lost count. But then the fifth step was mouthwash. Sixth step, brush your teeth, and then after that, we're gonna move on to the fingers. Make sure the fingers is good to go. The fingernails. Because no one wants to see, they said that's like the main thing for when you go out on a date, things like that. I watched a video on it. He said it's your fingernails, your breath, and those are the main things. Is your fingernails and your breath is the number one thing. No one wants a stinky breath, and no one wants ugly fingernails. Like construction worker type, that's the worst. Because when I catch out people, I look at their nails, I'm like, man, that's bad. It's because they're working in dirty environments, but those are like the main things to knock out is your fingernails and your breath. Because no one wants a stinky breath and no one wants ugly fingernails, especially when you're trying to touch and hug and stuff like that. Those are like the 2 main things that a lot of ladies hate. Making sure that's up to date, And when you brush, you want to brush the back of your tongue, because that's where all the buildup is. I also got a scraper too, which I'll show you guys. You guys can get that at your local store. I've got a tongue scraper here, tongue scraper. It's one of these. This thing really helps Yeah, I put hydrogen peroxide on that back, brush the back, and I don't even smell bad anymore after that. Uh-huh. Yep. Those are definitely the tips on hygiene and more. Is brushing teeth, making sure what's called ears is good, fingernails is good. Those are the main things you want to aim for. Yeah, we all forget at times, but it's just being up to date on it. That's the main thing. Because you can clearly see my fingernails is fine. I didn't even bite them. So, you know what I mean? It's just making sure you're up to date every day. Because when we take vitamins and stuff, that's why things grow so fast. Is the things in the vitamins. But it's just being up to date at least twice a week, 3 times a week on fingernails, brushing teeth more frequently before bed and after for like breakfast time. So yeah, this is my tongue scraper. That thing goes all the way to the back and it cleans out all the germs. So you guys don't get those little like weird things on your tongue. It's like a dirt type of thing, like a buildup on your tongue. But if you see your tongue being very red, you know you did a great job on brushing. People that have like nasty tongues is because they didn't brush for a while, and that's where most of that buildup is on. But this thing is supposed to help out with it. So, But yeah, you want to feel like you're brushing when you feel like you're about to like choke, because that's where the buildup is in the back of your tongue. So when you're brushing like this, halfway through, that's when you're like, oh, yeah. That's everything. You did a good job. But thank you guys for watching. This is the tips on grooming and more for teens, anybody, adults too, because even ladies look at these videos like, wow, I'm glad, because they don't. A lot of people don't think about it when they're going out with people. They don't think about the main things before they leave the house. They just think about, okay, let me make sure I look good on my hair, my eyes, things like that, my stuff like that. But they don't think about the ears as much, and they don't even think about fingernails that much, because sometimes even for guys, they just go out and be, hey man, I'm good, but it's just making sure those things is taken care of, because no one wants to see a dude just like half average, like that's like barely, that cares about certain things but don't care about a lot. You're supposed to care about anything. You were put out on this earth. You have all this stuff nowadays. You guys, it's kind of like in that mindset where you're like, oh, okay, I don't got no excuses. Yeah, exactly. You really don't got a lot of excuses anymore, because we got everything. It's not like we don't got like anything. We got a lot of things. We got anything for your ears, anything for your nose, anything for your hair. So, it's just being and going after it and taking care of it. Because I always think about that when I'm going to work as a parent. Even though, like, yeah, I might not have money for some nice pants that are like super like clear that have nothing on it, but I work fast food, so every jeans I got, there's always something that maybe the washer didn't do a great job at. But I'm always trying to like make sure I look good. I'm already planning on getting some new stuff, so I just make sure everything look decent when I go to work. Like my shirt, making sure it's ironed. Or just put in a dryer, because that's a secret now to get a lot of wrinkles out, is putting things in a dryer. So, it boils down to everything, because everything is appearance, everything is looks. You know, I'm just happy to share with you guys, because, we're trying to come up with different things that's going to help you guys out. And hopefully you guys, took this as advice, as some tips that's going to help you in the future. Because I want everyone to look good. I want everyone to look at least decent. Maybe we might not have the money for the best clothes and all that, but at least, appearance. That's the main thing. So yeah, make sure to go like, subscribe, share, comment. If these tips help you guys out, make sure to go share it with your friends and family. Share it with the kids that are about to start school as well, because I think this would be, a good fit for people that are about to go to school, because they don't really think about these things every day. I don't. I think about these things every day before I leave the house and while I'm in the house, because I know when we don't have to work or go out, it's always nice to wash up. You know what I mean? So I don't like trying to skip things before I leave, or if I'm at home all day, I don't try to skip. But yeah, I try to stay up to date every single day. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Like I said, links below in the description with my music, as well as other things on social media, what websites I'm on, things like that. So yeah, make sure to go check it out, guys. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all the models out there, upcoming models, inspired models. Yeah, make sure you guys take note of that as well. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys. And yeah, we just getting started. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Hey guys, the two last things I forgot to put in that video for grooming tips and more was lotion and Vaseline. Those are the two main things because no one wants to see chappy lips and no one wants to see ashy. I think that's the main thing we see a lot is when people don't like take care of their lips. You see like blisters and stuff. As a kid, I used to see that all the time because as kids, we used to bite our lips and things like that because it'd be like irritation. But those are the main things is the not lick your lips a lot because then eventually it turns into red and all that stuff. And then you end up having all sorts of problems with your lips and it ends up itching and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you can get like Vaseline regular, like one of these, Helen jelly, or a chapstick, whatever it is faster for you to take care of that. And then lotion, you can get cocoa butter. There's a whole bunch of brands, of course. You guys know, Gold Bond, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just rub it between my hands as well as my nose, especially in the wintertime, because wintertime is like interesting. Everything gets super like dry. My nose gets super dry, things like that. Things get like kind of like different later. Hands in the morning get white, stuff like that. So that's the main thing. I always rub it between my nose, my eyelashes as well as my ears to keep anything from getting super dry. And then I rub it between my fingers and my elbows as well as my knees and make sure they look good and shiny, fresh. But yep, those are the two main things that I try to knock out. But I'm glad I'm able to share this with you guys because we all forget as humans. We just walk out of the house, brush hair, brush teeth, and then that's it. We're like, we'll be like, oh yeah, we got deodorant on, brush my teeth and my hair, but I forgot to do this and that. That's why I try to make time to get a head start waking up so I can get all this stuff done. Because when you wake up an hour before, you don't have time to do everything. So, and I remember how I used to felt like that. And I would feel so rushed to have to leave the house because of that. And I would like skip out on eating food. And I would be a little irritated because I was like, oh man, gotta do this, gotta do that. So yeah, try to make time to eat, try to make time to get ready. That's at least 2 to 3 hours before you work is always nice. I woke up at 10 today. I work at 2, so that gave me enough time to just like get up, wash up, blah, 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 get ready for the day. But yeah, and the last thing is Vaseline, yeah, between your lips as well, and nose, yeah. And then that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, check below in the description for my new music. It's already out already. It's just clicking on the link, seeing what you guys want to purchase if you guys like the song or not. Check it out on other streaming platforms like Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, on everything. So make sure you go show some love, guys. Underground rappers, we're trying to do something, So, we're trying to make it. Make sure to go enjoy, like, subscribe, share, comment. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support since day one, 2011, man. We made it this far. Thank you guys. Hopefully we make it further with the subscribers as well as the audience. So yeah, shout out to all you guys.